Nissan Buluvinaka, very good afternoon and warm welcome to Maslin Grounds here in Vatuanga for this Central Conference Challenge. Top of the table clash this afternoon here in Maslin. And of course, with me, as always, you've heard of the semi-trailer from the Bristol Bears. Well, I have the pari from Nandera, the one and only Koli. Nissan Buluvinaka, my brother.
Yes, sebenarnya Nissan Buluvinaka turang na marama turbo ngonel awat likin na bikin kita santo na bitukon na matitimi ruwa warang mentar may saraba and siniko. Matimi na sinu santari tonggur.
That's right. Tukana leads this team out, who are looking to solidify this opportunity that they have today in this last round of the Vodafone Vanua Championship. And of course, players to look out for, of course, the one and only Bumaiwai, number 8 for NASINU, and of course the winger Berra, who's had a really good tournament over the last 5 rounds. Koli.
Yeah. Kanjena todo ko en matitimi lang ay rongo bombotan ni Santa Sarabo tinon romaiso tan raraba tangango matitimi ni rewa wan rukagin na matitimi na sinu. Iyo ni kuha ana gitu lang arto porta cuma namatine timin ni sinu to sabuli taman nuto mulmul menutong gitu sauti erto na binakate merto na barta tanga berewa ni rawan ni erto na mai kobe berto narara sena ganga arto mekota enalo mani bidala mata sauti.
And of course, we have a quick look at the REWA team as they prepare to take the field this afternoon in this match. It's do or die for both teams. Players to watch out for, of course, the halfback Samu Valangi, and of course the first 5 Bulai. 2 big players to watch out for this afternoon, Koli.
Iya kanjena todo ko mebaka usapor tati ko mana mati tim ni rewa tiku kino ko na ngon ne ko ndo suambolu abatali kino be ko na mati nesinu ko boto kay mo halk iyo ni ko en ngai may madala kina na ibuki sen lago ni gito orton may bakarta ka mena kay madala gori reda na gori no to kuilang gori mati tim ni rewa.
That's right. As the fans of REWA are here this afternoon in Maslin, this is a do or die match for both teams in the Central Conference here of the Vodafone Vanua Challenge. Currently REWA sits at 14 points, with NASINU also at 14 points. There's only a 2-point difference between the two teams. And of course, whoever wins makes it through to the quarterfinals next week. Northland are currently at the top of the table in the Central Conference. And of course, whoever wins from this game between REWA and NASINU will make it through to the quarterfinals, where they will face Overlau next week in Overlau. So everything to play for this afternoon, Koli. Only a 2 points in terms of points difference, but they're both locked at the second and third in the table, and only the top 2 will make it through. So both teams have everything to play for.
Kembali may nanggito kaya ta saraba ti kung goen dua nanggito ndon men na saraba men dan na to kon bakali bo pambimbi go meron na palata ko di biraw en nangay lako daki ni ta nanggito ko.
And it looks like REWA will be kicking off this afternoon against Ramsami NASINU. NASINU have the bigger forward pack as always, but they need to be careful because REWA, after a slow start, have really come into it. They've got fast backs. Like you said, that number 9 is really good. So we're looking forward to a great match on this beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Vatuanga, Coles.
Yeah, kanjena todo ko wana matitim merua mebaka kerua bertatu main dalam nibita nangito saut ingito NASINU kita ni REWA en ilako ningito ko rede cuma matim NASINU winaka cuma to forward berto na matim ni REWA ko backline erto winaka tikina yo nanagay loray na ilako ningito erto na batan ni ko menagay matal kina o they menangay ilako dake en ilako ni quarter final.
Everything to play for this afternoon. 2 teams wanting to make it through to the quarterfinals. We've got a great crowd here, a lot of fans from REWA, and of course the NASINU fans are here as well, as the ref is just awaiting the final signal from the officials to kick things off this afternoon. And of course we're looking forward to a great challenge. This will be the last round of the Vodafone Vanua Championship before we move into quarterfinals next week. While we wait for the refs to get started, just have a quick look. Nakulo is leading the Eastern Conference. Central, of course, is Northland. In the Northern Conference, Overlau is leading, and in the Western Conference, Malolo. So those are the big teams that will be most likely making it through. And of course, we'll wait to see who's going to make it through from this eager, anticipated match between 2 teams really looking to prove themselves and make it through to the next round. And of course, go through to the Skipper Cup, which is what all these teams are fighting for, Koli. And now, of course, just waiting for the ref. Just waiting for the signal, and we're off this afternoon. Final round of the Vodafone Vanua Championship. It's a nice high-hanging kick. There's a long breeze behind it. NASINU have men under it, but the defense from REWA is there. And then, of course, it's very aggressive in the opening rounds. NASINU have possession, but they're under a bit of pressure. He decides to take it down the sideline. He has to be careful. He's very close to the touchline. Can't afford to lose possession here. That's the safety option from NASINU. Decides to clear the ball. And then, of course, that's a good opening play from REWA this afternoon, Koli.
Kanjina todo ko me pakan nang gitu ke to sarabo tu na lom ni rarango e maslin da rani bakila bina ka batan kira bi mate tim ke ena buku ni maten rangi ando mbula tiko en lom ni rarango ka kila ni saran ni rabuli bina kamikina rani tu kata kata nga ena buku ni Vanua elak tu mikir maten rangi ran dari tongori ko ena ngoni ndo sombul me bona mate tim ndira.
That's right, the boy Malangi, number 9, looking to get in quickly. They're just outside the 22 of NASINU. REWA with their first attacking opportunity, but it doesn't go their way. NASINU now with possession through their big forwards, taken up that time by Wedlock. He has possession and he secured it for NASINU. They have the ball, they need to clear it quickly. Bit of pressure coming from NASINU. It's a high hanging kick, it's going to the center of the field. REWA with options on both sides, but good defense, good one-up tackle from NASINU on that occasion. They're putting pressure on REWA. This is what NASINU is famous for in the first 6 rounds of the Vodafone Vanua Championship. REWA do have possession, but they're splintered. They need to get men back behind the ball. Decides to clear it. This is that dangerous winger from NASINU who's had a great tournament so far. That's right, the number 11 Berra chases his own kick. Misses it, but a good offload from the base there and a good solid tackle from the NASINU defense. Stopping REWA in their tracks. They still have possession. They don't want to mess around with it too much. They need to get the ball clear. NASINU defense has reset. They're spaced down the blind side, but they're going to go for the safety option of clearing the ball from the danger area. A lot of kicking. Both teams know that there's a lot at stake. Berra again with the ball. Gets it back to the fullback. Tokovo, who manages to clear it, and now REWA back with possession. Looking for the chip and chase from the forwards. Good take from Berra and a good handoff. But the defense comes in strong from REWA. He manages to keep the ball in play just outside the 10-meter line. NASINU back with possession. Prolonged period of play for this session. Both teams eager not to make the mistake, but there it is. The first mistake from REWA, from NASINU. That what REWA was looking for. REWA with possession. Going down the blind side. They have some space. Very delicate chip and a nice take from the REWA winger. He has possession, he needs support. NASINU trying to get back. One up running, good solid tackle from Wedlock from NASINU. REWA still have possession. A lot of space on the open side. REWA being patient, they don't want to rush it. This is their first solid attacking opportunity. They're deciding to take it through the forwards. Bossy on that occasion from REWA. REWA still have possession going down the blind side. They have a small overlap, but the defense manages to get them. Solid defense from NASINU. REWA resetting for another attacking raid. Taken up that time strongly by Tamata. REWA still has possession. Good solid tackling from NASINU. Trying to fight for the ball, but he's off his feet. And yes, it is a penalty to REWA. Good passage of play, Koli, for the first round.
Kanjina todo ko redangan nanono to kampata gitu me gorang mati tim dire ore dana mati me gorang tu me gorang nanono to halfback nanono bimbi ya to kana polo mawi kini matau re bina to ko ne lo ni gitu ko karani ko tata gitu man ne lo ni gitu bola ka sarto ni kini to lane score.
REWA not wasting the opportunity. They want to get the 3 points on the board. Get themselves up and running. This is a do or die clash for both teams. Basically, you win, you make it through to the quarterfinals. As we see the number 10 for REWA stepping up, Bulai. This will be his opportunity. Earlier on this afternoon, Koli, we were watching them taking their kicks, Bulai in particular, and he does have a really good boot on him. He can get the distance.
Alam mo nibita na gitu sa uti saron in the one din dinatakan na natang gitu ko nang ko me baka ko sa ubar takoti. Ngor to nang ko me na bintan bimbi nir to me buto na pun mama e pala na ba na ken totolo kapatali ken nang tanga tinya to.
Bulai lines it up. Ref said it's good, and REWA take an early lead here in the first half, 3 points to nothing over Ramsami NASINU. That'll give REWA a lot of confidence. NASINU have been the trendsetters after that early victory over Northland in the first round. And this will be a true test for them because REWA have come to play today. As we see Bola with possession from taking the kick. Nice high hanging kick. REWA back with the ball. Opts for the safety option, but the ball is still in play. Bit of a mix-up from the REWA backs. Pressure coming through from NASINU's winger. Manages to keep the ball in play. NASINU, this is Berra with the ball once again. He's had a great tournament. He's on the halfway line now. There's a bit of space for NASINU. Playing the percentages, trying to get them back. Allows the ball to bounce. It's taking time for REWA to get back there, but they do have possession. Ball's in the middle of the field now. NASINU with options on both sides. Taken up that time by Solomasi, who has the ball just outside the 10-meter line. NASINU back with possession. Good rushing defense from REWA. REWA defense has been aware to how NASINU likes to place their attacks through broken play. Tukana with possession from Wedlock once again managed to get the handoff. Looking for the open space. Here he is. Good solid tackle from REWA on that occasion. They're just outside the 10-meter line of REWA. NASINU have possession on the open side. Taken up strongly once again. This is what NASINU has been good at all tournament, using their big men to crash the ball forward, lay a good platform for attack. Nice pop pass on the inside. Couldn't hold on to possession, unfortunately. Now REWA back with the ball and their advantage. And it's a penalty to REWA. All the momentum early with REWA, Koli.
Iya kan dia na todo kon. Are de toni la lo ngito ngo ore de matang na ruto ngito na sinu na lo meningi bisa na ngito sauti. Ana ruto ngito ngo na matim ni rewa to mai tidi pakasarangan na fojo lele buni matim ni sinu. Yo ni la lo ngito ngo ore to ngo bi matagali pasarangan na ruto ngito matake na matim ni Northland. Matim ni rewa na ruto sa tidi pakatu na polongo. Mer to tidi pakatu meto pasarangan ni yo ni sinu. Ke ba korto na kata mer to na ponruka na matim ni sinu. Yo matim ni sinu. Ukal ni ruto sana buli ketung men nabi kaisor to sa nan ruto mulmulumu. Wa mimi enasan ni backline.
Naka. REWA with the penalty on the 10-meter line of NASINU. You can tell that both teams have come in very well prepared for this final match, with both taking every opportunity to try and get possession, not make mistakes, because this is a do-or-die match, Koli.
Kanjir todo ko pero mantangan na mata ti merong ko panan to rolo kan kito mai en pulgo en eastern zone don kan na pondong bula.
And just as we say that, REWA make a mistake in the line-out. So now NASINU with possession, and it looks to be advantage from the line-out. It's going to be a free kick to NASINU. They have the ball. REWA defense just a little bit too eager on that occasion. REWA have really watched how NASINU play their game. They're very mindful of their big forwards. This is how NASINU takes advantage of the options on both sides. Tap and go that time from NASINU. They have possession. They're just short of the halfway line. NASINU, the defense has reset. NASINU once again tried to break the tackle through their big men. REWA defense holding to the open side once again. As we see Wangavesi taking the ball up strongly, but they're back where they started from NASINU. This REWA defense has locked them up nicely. Good solid rushing defense from NASINU, from REWA, stopping NASINU, taking them back to their own 10-meter line. They might have to clear it under a bit of pressure. NASINU. Options on both sides for REWA. Plays the percentages, gets it in the corner. Back for NASINU is the number 10 bowler. He has the possession, and it's not a good kick. And that's a wonderful take from the REWA lock, Matata, who's got possession back for REWA. REWA back with the ball on the open side. Bit of momentum for REWA. NASINU trying to use their defense to get the ball back. Nice pass from the halfback from REWA. Gets them a bit of space. They're just inside the 10, just inside the 22 now. REWA building their phases slowly, and they have the advantage. Koli, the number 9 for REWA.
Usa por ta ko tingor na ngon indo suambon ngor indo suambon we. Iyo me bakan ninda redan ko nambon na bebun na so bebun yagi kina botalikin ke bakan tarabon ko nra ni sisi yo kilabin ako ko na ken wale wale na ken raw ni na raw tamay nambon yo redan na bugi ken bebun so bita ka to kin polo ko kilabin na sarang ko na buno ran dirto nro ser buno arto ran ni molmolum kina nan to defend mat tim na sin waro me dangit tungor na ito tongi be mat tim ni REWA Doon ka na to sa pamalu to Manila kalau ni gitu. Turut may pamalu meron ni to may iyadan ni wala tulins ko. And what is line so talikan na ito Ramir to warutang talikan ako.
He's definitely your pick, this number 9 for REWA. The NASINU really have to stop him from getting time and space, because he's making it difficult for the NASINU defense to reset. And now with their second penalty, it looks like REWA may extend their lead. Bulai with the ball, and of course his second shot of the day, pretty much similar to where the first one was taken. And of course this will extend their lead. This will extend REWA's lead over NASINU. Lines it up. Let's see what the linesmen say. 6-0 to REWA, and of course a well-deserved lead for this REWA team, Koli.
Kandi na todo ko meron na mata tim ni REWA kaya baka naruto na binakata men na wanti taka tikon na nangito ni sin meron na kata meron na wanti taka nangito and singini ko meron na lako taka na kota final meron na wanti taka tikon na ilako ni gito urto bora taka tikon nang ko matim na sinu na rebina ka meron na rida na buno era nirto na bonanta kapataliki na meron na bitan lo bakalibu era ni naruto na bosko mikina nelatin tata ko magini matim ni REWA.
High kick from ball, a nice take from REWA. We'll see what the ref says about that tackle after the pass. Yes, it is going to be a penalty to REWA. Late hit on the winger from REWA, and it's the dreaded double blast of the whistle. So NASINU's defense early in the first half not very good. The ref's going to have a quick check to the NASINU captain. He's calling over to Khan, and of course the winger Berra that time for the late shot on the REWA winger. And now REWA with the penalty and an opportunity to clear the pressure from their try line.
Matatim ni NASINU naribina ka meron na vital no kamer to rin na ilalo ngito orto portati ko me pakani sa titi pakati mo ina polo na matim REWA ke pakar to na toro to kani na pace nga orto to bangat na matim NASINU era ni orto na toro rokin na ilalo ngito orto be portati mo na matim REWA.
REWA have come really well prepared this afternoon for this game. They're not allowing the NASINU forwards to settle in. They're not allowing the NASINU backline to take advantage of the opportunities that they usually have in the first 5 rounds. And NASINU have to really change up their game plan if they want an opportunity at taking out this REWA team, Koli.
Ya kan dia to ko wan mata tim ni REWA to sa uli tabi na sarang may nanon to mo muda and nanon to may pon kan matim NASINU na rabatan ko to sa kila na kene wala da meron to ka meron to laban ko talagi na matim NASINU yo matim NASINU no to sa tim ko ne kata mena la ko talagi na kota final.
That's right, as we see the line out for REWA on the 10-meter line of the REWA half. REWA's lineouts have not been too good. They need to get the ball in quickly, keep the call simple. Very nice, taken cleanly. Going for the old-fashioned up and under, trying to keep pressure on NASINU inside their own half. NASINU allowing the ball to bounce. Berra with possession, doesn't mess around, get the ball out of there quickly. Nice long kick from Berra, and of course good clearance. Net gain from on that occasion NASINU, because REWA are back inside their own half on the 22 with the line out, and of course a lot of pressure coming through from REWA on that occasion, but the NASINU defense really answered the question well. REWA with the line out on the 22. NASINU would want to try and pressure this line out, try and get the ball back. Nice take that occasion from REWA. Don't know if it was planned, but it did work out well. Ulangi with options on both sides. Goes for the old-fashioned up and under, men under the ball. Nice take from Berra, unfortunately just missed out. But the ref says no. It's a double knock-on from NASINU and REWA, so the feed will go to REWA. And of course, Koli, this REWA team are putting a lot of pressure on NASINU through their high kicks.
O sarap tong may nalaman ni bidan lang kito sauti matim ni REWA ngoni lako ni kito tuntun meron na baritaka matim ni NASINU kaya baka na kata meron na rawatan na matitim ni REWA meron na toro tong may nilako ni kito to baritati ko sa ko meron na toro tong malo nilako ni pol matim ni REWA non to ngito sarangko lekan ni na polo kaya baka na kata meron na bantu kana matim ni NASINU.
This is one of NASINU's major attacking weapons, the scrum. They've got big forwards. They've been able to dominate teams over the last 5 rounds. Let's see how they do here, Koli. First scrum of the match. NASINU forwards have been dominating the first 5 rounds of the Vodafone Vanua Championship. Good scrum from REWA. Got a good set piece. And of course the dummy and the gap. Breaks through, REWA with space. Unfortunately, that last pass did not go to hand. NASINU now back with the ball with Bumai Y.
How?
Unfortunately, no. Knock on to NASINU on that occasion and a good break from REWA. Koli.
Oh, tutok na ilako na gitu orto porta tumay ko na matitim ni Rewa. No natavo ka may ko na nambati no mbulay may baka sa porta juga. Kon halfback ni matim ni Rewa kena nambati ni. Kongo merto reto na kajun matim NASINU.
They are players to watch in the Vodafone Vanua Championship that occasion. Slicing through the gap. NASINU had no answer.
Kanji na reda na natavo ka kami na nambati ni matitim ni Rewa mbulay bang nanduna nirto sa nga merto patomboka sinirto tomboka ro.
REWA with another set piece. They're inside the 20, between the 10 and the 22 of NASINU. Valangi looking for options. He's going down the open side. Once again, that combination with Bulai working well. Nice floater. Breaks the first tackle. NASINU defense gets across. REWA looking quite slick this afternoon. They've come well prepared for this game. Defense from NASINU coming in strongly, trying to win the ball back. He manages to get the ball back. REWA with possession, and there's a man overlap on the outside. Winger, oh, that's a good solid tackle from the NASINU fullback, stopping him dead in his tracks. Tokovo from NASINU. Good tackle, Koli.
Tutok reda nga nilako na gitu sarap tulis ni kuha. Sa sanggay ko ang na gitu. Sanggay ko na gitu. Garap itu ko na Mari Sevens. Apa talaga kina lako tal tungan nabi club game so iyo lako tal tungan ko na kinon ko na Maslin ground ka ro so tungan ko na matim ni Rewa kena matim NASINU. Uretan ko na sa bola tumba ko na bimam sa return na matitimin ni Rewa return na kasar tuli pa kata return na ken na reserves.
Yeah. But you can see REWA are really building the phases. They're putting a lot of pressure on NASINU. They've really come well prepared this afternoon, Koli.
Kanji na todo ko. Abambutan na ilalo na gitor to sa buli tamay na ken na titiba ken polo. Abambutar to sa Maros at tungan ngo. Ina pinaka merto na pandita katiko. Belatan na rerenig gitor to porta kapati ken Northland. Arto titiba ka sa tungan ngo na polo. Meto na nguna arto sa limolum kina.
Yes. NASINU with possession, bit of confidence from REWA. They've been able to break the NASINU line on 2 clean occasions. Once again, REWA with the ball. Opts for the cutout pass. There's a bit of space. He breaks the first tackle. Goes for the... Keeps the ball. Tries to keep the ball alive, unfortunately. And... Koli is so...
But no. Iya ko tambay may tiko talang ko narara ko sa narani po kata ni Mobin.
Yes,
this is the ground of the issue, but no.
Isa. REWA building the phases, putting on the pressure. NASINU really need to get their defense organized. The REWA backs are really being able to find open space and, of course, look for opportunities on both sides. NASINU with the line out, but they're under a lot of pressure. They're midway between their try line and the 22. Ref just calling it up. Pressure game this one, Koli.
Yeah.
NASINU getting there, disrupt the ball nicely. Valangi gets the ball away, just a simple tap down to his prop to get possession. REWA back with the ball on the open side. Good bump off tackle there from the number 2 for REWA. Naimawi, but unfortunately a penalty to NASINU. A little bit too eager on that occasion, REWA. A relieving penalty that NASINU will really welcome as we are about to close out the first half, Koli.
Yeah. Kanji na todo ko. Kada matim NASINU na sang erto na revina ka merto na sang merto na pangtita ka. Indo na point meron ni pangtita ka tu merto. Nilaro ni gitong ko.
NASINU will take every second they can from this penalty. They've had to do a lot of defending over the last 10 minutes. They'll welcome the halftime break and an opportunity to just reset themselves, have a quick team talk, try and find out the way to break in this combination. Particularly the number 9 Valangi and Bulai for REWA have really stood out in the first half, Koli.
Kanji na todo ko. Toto kanji na ilolo ko dito berta ko na mati merua, mati NASINU na sang ako na betun na po, meron ni pangtita ko.
NASINU with the line out just near their half. Their line out hasn't been very effective this afternoon. Ref says play on.
Hulk.
Big drive there from Hulk. Manages to get the ball away. Give his team some space. Building a platform, NASINU. They'll want to take out a few more of the defenders, but it looks to be, no, ref says play on. Solid REWA defense coming through, not allowing NASINU to break the game line. But another penalty to NASINU. Penalties are starting to build for NASINU. They're in the attacking half of REWA, and they'll want to make the most of it, Coley. What do you reckon? Kick or go for the line out?
Eu que nungu ba kasama en rebina ka merto na bita en mata-mata.
Yeah.
Que ba orto merto mata tigo.
Oh no, there, go for the line out, brother.
Abang bota nirtu trust ka siguro to forwards.
Yeah, trust the forwards. Yeah, that's true. Well, when you got Hulk, what else do you need?
Anjena. Yo ore de matakan nilo ni gitu ko don kan kena pasakit itu ko nan ring gitu na namba REWA kena namba tini ni mata tim ni REWA.
Very, very good play this afternoon from REWA. They've come really well prepared. NASINU with their first set-piece attack in this half. They'll want to get the possession quickly. They'll want to secure the line out. And they'll want to start building their phases using their big forwards. Set a good attacking platform for the backs. But you've got to win the line out first. Ref says he's not happy with the spacing. NASINU will want to win the line out. Build the platform.
NASINU na pinaka merto na pantita kan na scrum na line out ko. Toro pinaka na polo or tong kay toro ko malwa meron nirto na yan kin nirto lens ko.
Trues up. There we go. REWA disrupting the line out again, and they have the ball. And it's an advantage to REWA. This will really frustrate NASINU. We're not used to being under this kind of pressure. It is a penalty to REWA. Yeah, the ref says, yeah, high tackle. And as you can see, Koli, REWA is really frustrating NASINU, not allowing them to set into the game.
Kan dia na todo ko. Ngon na orito men ngon na no to ilo ko ngito na matim ni REWA. Matim ni sino. Orto ke pagka orto nga merto na boten na ilatin no to ko magina matim ni REWA. Enda pinaka merto toro ko malo ni ilo ko ngito.
That's a good kick from REWA. They're just outside the 10-meter line of NASINU. And another opportunity to build a set piece. The NASINU defense will really have to be aware of the REWA backs. They've had a good first half, REWA. Their backs have found space, good kicking, good options being taken. We've got a great crowd here this afternoon, also beautiful weather for some awesome rugby.
Kan dia na todo ko ore teman tangan nang gitu kita ngarap itu kan dalam rarango ni kuwa sang kainto na kenan raki.
Here we go. REWA looking for possession, battering it through the forwards, trying to take out a few of the defenders. Langi has the ball, clears it down. Lets it bounce. Picked up nicely from the NASINU fullback. Breaks through about 4 tackles. Secures possession for NASINU, and the penalty to NASINU. REWA not rolling away. Wasted opportunity for REWA on that occasion, Koli, but good defense from NASINU.
Iya, kan dia na todo ko na bukan nila ko ngito may pakas nang dare ko. So nanguna may ada wala nga nandro kay na bukan ni mula lay wala nga nang tutubo ka wala na. Iya en ken na round ni datang may kenta ta mari ket may ken na pagkadorin na bimatanggal lay mo ko. E round ni na natakan nila ko ngito.
Penalty not taken advantage of. REWA have possession. The ball didn't go out. REWA with a chance to clear. High hanging kick all the way across field, gets to Berra. There's a bit of space in front of him. He's going to look for options. Tries to break off the first tackle. Very aggressive, but he gets taken down. The defense for REWA holding. NASINU get their numbers. They're inside. They're just on the halfway line now, NASINU. They're running it through their big forwards, looking for space on the outside. One-on-one opportunity there, but a good option taken from Malau from the NASINU. First 5 just manages to clear away. The number 9 for REWA on that occasion came back, saved the day for Valangi Koli.
Kadin todo koreka kon na riri ka tumen ko na matimi na nambatini ni matimi ni NASINU ombola ngol na turbo ko embagitin ka viwa.
Yes. Good option taken on that occasion. The flick pass, decided to go for the chip kick. Nice bounce, and of course now NASINU with the penalty, and this will be their first solid attacking opportunity deep inside the half of REWA this afternoon. And of course they're going back to their traditional attacking weapon of the scrum. So NASINU will have the scrum just about 10 meters out from the REWA try line, and we've seen on so many occasions, Koli, how NASINU have dominated using their big forwards.
Kan dia na todo ko. magtim NASINU ngo na puno merto lapang tegirtu kini oriental tu anai lakukan ni scrum mertu bertatu mana mata tim ni REWA do na kana kugota lang ni force siguro.
Yo. But of course, the last scrum, REWA held their own and of course were able to get the ball out cleanly. This is an attacking scrum for NASINU. They'll want to reset themselves, use their forwards to try and push this one over. Big push coming from NASINU, held there by REWA, very impressive. Hulk has the ball, but he's being tackled by the NASINU defense. Not being allowed to move. NASINU still have possession. They're fighting to try and get it over the advantage line. Driving with their pods slowly but surely, working their way up millimeter by millimeter NASINU.
Yo ngo na lakukan ni gito no na matim NASINU ko.
Yo.
Ngo na puno merto na binaka merto tatang magbinaka na matim REWA.
Go sarana bread and butter of NASINU.
Iyo.
But of course, the REWA defense on that occasion is held. Oh, they're fighting for possession, REWA. Not allowing it. Was a very close call. NASINU almost lost it on that occasion, but they still have possession. They're about 10 meters out from the REWA line. They're still picking and driving. REWA defense very impressive this afternoon. Not allowing the NASINU forwards to dominate. Another big push coming from NASINU. They still have the ball and they're on attack. A lot of defenders there, and of course they lose possession. Valangi with the ball, and it's an open kick. Oh no! The NASINU fullback slips. Pressure coming in from REWA. He loses the ball again. REWA with the ball, unfortunately. Koli, that was one. Tamani is so,
But no! Kanjira! Sangga Indo na song kumbula.
woo-wee.
Ko sangga Indo na song kumbula ko. Totoka.
Oh man, that was unheard of. Firstly, NASINU losing the ball forward so close to the try line, and then of course the NASINU fullback slipping and then falling over, and then REWA just unable to get that last ball for the opportunity to score the try. But a lot of pressure coming in from REWA this afternoon on NASINU, Koli.
Iyo ngo na puno iran do boso kino iran do ni biterin ta ke na buko ni ken na kuko na terini ni yango o talagin na tubo kini bakasama e na ngono saranga ni presa ke bakar to wara
Tama ni pressure, brother.
tiko binaka na nanuto baru ni bakasama na buko ni nuto tidak ya ero saranga ni erto toro pamalua aran duro litamba kana square.
That was amazing, and you saw it right here on my TV. Your home for the Vodafone Vanua Challenge. This is the last round of matches. Next week we go into quarterfinal mode. Whichever team wins here today travels to Overlau next week for their quarterfinal against Overlau. And then of course the semis and the big final coming up in a few weeks. And a chance for two teams from this division to make it through to the Skipper Cup, which is the Premier Rugby Championship for Fiji. And of course both teams, all the teams in the conferences are fighting for an opportunity to represent and of course make it to that next level, as we see NASINU now with a scrum to try and clear the ball after that knock on from REWA. REWA scrum has held firm this afternoon. We haven't seen that in a long time against NASINU. We've had the bigger pack. Charge down, ball going everywhere. Everyone's onside, taken by the number 8 for NASINU, Biumai Wai. Loose pass there for REWA. Possession gathered up from REWA. They have space on the open side. Manages to get the ball away. There's a bit of space. Decides to get good charge down from Berra, and of course good pair of hands as well. But it looks to be I think it's going to be a knock-on. Knock-on by NASINU. REWA once again with possession. As we see Wedlock, the number 5 for NASINU, very frustrated. Yeah, it hasn't been the easiest of games for NASINU. It's been a bit difficult this afternoon. REWA have not made it easy for them, Koli.
Iya kan jana todo ko na no to di bakatun ko na nangito na matim ni REWA den desar ngabi NASINU merto na serta kana na to di meron ni to ta komagi kana na to atek na gitu na matim ni REWA yo matim ni REWA ke ba binakata orto merto na wili ta kana ngito ko merto na pandi ta kasar tunga nela lo ngito to porta ju NASINU en sini ko me bakani to sarita ni REWA ni loren no to matim NASINU en abuko ni no to di bakatun na pol.
Game continues as an injured player for REWA gets attended to. It'll be another REWA scrum. Valangi has had a very impressive first half for REWA. This halfback, he's been quick, he's been fast. Another set piece from REWA. Back to the inside pass and the floater. Open space for REWA. They have defenders coming across NASINU. Good tackle from the NASINU defense. They stop him, but REWA still on attack. They're just outside the 22 of NASINU, looking at building another phase. Their set piece play has been very good, REWA. NASINU really have to answer that question in the second half. REWA back with the ball on the open side. There's men to burn, and if he can get the ball away, there's an overlap. REWA with possession, he cuts, he dives, he's trying to get the ball, he's fighting for his life. The REWA first five, and of course Valangi back with the ball. And I think it's a try. Yeah, I think Valangi has been given the try for REWA. The referee says yes. And like you said, Koli, the man to watch.
Iyo. Me pagkausap ko rita coach, wana matitimin NASINU, meron ng karon na to ka na ingitang-gito na halfback go Valangi. Go into na turbo kung tarito man lo binipitan gito sauti. Nanon na lewa po mataw to nanon bito gina mawi gina mataw. And dahil ko ni gito go baka nga natubay mau. Ano natutos sa kito man matimin rewa me pa. Nirto litang pagkaron ko sko. Sajena.
REWA have extended their lead over NASINU by 11 points to nil. I would like to say against the run of play, but REWA have really built a solid platform of defense this afternoon, Koli.
Kan dia na todo ko. Apa mo tan nirto reza urto na kerto lele na matim NASINU ka error kina berto merto na didi bagirto. Meron may nangono ko urto reza ni sabi ande rito NASINU merto tara na urto didi bagatu manila na poro na matatim ni REWA.
Nice high kick, has the distance, has the range, and it's successful. REWA extend their lead now, 13 points as we see the REWA fans with the REWA flag. Very happy with their team's performance so far. NASINU with a lot of soul searching to do. They haven't been under this kind of pressure in a long time, and a lot of the advantages that REWA have had, and of course that have led to this 13-point to nothing lead, is on the back of the work of their great forwards, and of course Valangi, the number 9, and the number 10, Bulai, who've really had a good first half, Koli.
Iya kan dia na todo ko ore dito na lolo ni kito ko me bakan re dito na kuko ni fuji porto na mati NASINU yo dari kan tun to fuji na mati ni REWA anto na kana na to sa pa para dito ngamay patali ken na to sa bulita me bakan ni rosa so to na mati rongo.
REWA with the momentum. $13-0 REWA lead NASINU. REWA have built a solid platform of attack and defense, and their scrum has held. They've really nullified NASINU's big attacking options, which is the scrum and of course the line out and their driving play. As the ref and the linesman have a quick chat, something happened in the last series. We'll see what the referee says. And it looks to be a yellow card or maybe a red card. Let's see, it's a yellow card to a NASINU player. 10 minutes in the sin bin for a foul committed in that last series, and it's just going to compound the frustration for REWA for NASINU this afternoon. High tackle after the kick was taken, so it's going to add to the frustration of NASINU, Koli.
Iya kan dia na todo ko kin bengi to kede na kami na kilati ko ni nangito ngona buno ni takata me baka ni rangito tigo litin kalima kapataliki na ken nangaron ni moro itiko na lako ningito mera ni dakakokina ni sulikin ndo nakade batang ngona sulikin ndo nakad sa suli seranga ndo na ngalali porto na mati tim sanando merto na raos kokina.
It's not going to be easy for NASINU. Penalty to NASINU. A relieving penalty to NASINU. They offer the quick tap. Hulk takes it up, beats the first, second, third. Fighting with the fourth and fifth. Good solid run from the Hulk this afternoon, clearing way for NASINU to unleash their backs. This is a good opportunity for NASINU. NASINU have that habit of mixing in their backs and their forwards, trying to get big men on small men. REWA have answered the call so far this afternoon. Comes back to the open side. Low driving play from NASINU, trying to get the ball over the game line. They do have advantage. Of course, once again, Hulk has the ball. 3 tacklers take him down. NASINU back with possession. On the open side, Wedlock takes possession up to the 22. NASINU still with the ball. REWA defense holding. Taken up strongly from the number 12 for NASINU on that occasion.
Sini butuh.
Ball's open. But of course, another penalty to NASINU. This is NASINU's advantage to get some points on the board before the first half ends.
Iya kan todo ko.
Well, Cole, it's right in front of the post. It's about
Yeah.
25 meters out. What do you reckon? Kick or go for the line out?
Eu ke baka nanu ko tilo angori. Nanu tu sa sangat ko mai na pesa na ke. Remna bertu sa ke mata-mata.
Hey, Cole, good call, my brother. They're going for the penalty.
Iyo. Au kela ni tu sarong ko teo na matim NASINU. Ene buku ni buku tilo me baka sa nanu matiko. Erto sabu ya pato boleoti. Na mateni tutong ya suli bertu we.
Yes.
Orto bina kata orto bertu tambak na sko. Iyo.
Yeah, they need to get points on the board, eh?
Orto reda ni sandrin reto ko nanu tu bosuka ta ken nanu tu litin ta makina matim ni rewa. Ngosa remna ka bertu. Mertu sana ta ke mata-mata.
That's right. NASINU need to get something on the board for their efforts in the first half. They won't be happy with their first half performance. REWA have frustrated them, not allowed them to settle into their normal rhythm of play. These 3 points will help them. Baller with the kick, and of course it's through, and NASINU are on the board. Kohli, 13 points to 3.
Iyo matali juga nanu nangito-gito ko na nambatin ni NASINU ko. Me baka ni dakila bina kanang ngone ko. Sengga yang bagitin kay dioti ko. Iya may kita duro juga na polo ya. Tapi na boleh ribu boleh tumbe ko na nambatin di mama misa may apa. Orto na orto siya ni matitim ni orto orto sa tiko merto sangol merto lima kata-kata.
You know that, ladies and gentlemen, because the REWA reserves are walking behind the commentary booth, and they're trying to recruit Kohli probably for the quarterfinal.
Ya ora dito ko na bunin naluto la kaning gito ko. Ko ibita na point sa sili berto na tim ni rewa. Merto na ka ba meron ni na bultaro kina matim ni NASINU.
As we have an injured NASINU player, looks like he'll be requiring a substitution. He doesn't look comfortable.
Tim ni NASINU merto na panditaka me bakan dito sambi dito na point na kena tukai energi na kamera tu na panditaka na lolo mani polongori kena tangumaki merawa ni kaku ni zule na ngala berto na matim rewa merto na talin kena tulen sko se merto bital tu na pointi ka na likut saran ni bakayo na biawaki ni kay sa may pindi rato na ngono ko me bakan ni salito ko rewa ni tirka tolu na matim NASINU.
NASINU still one man down after that yellow card to Rokua. We'll be looking forward to the halftime break. Try not to concede any more points. That's a good solid take from NASINU. They needed to get that cleanly. Wangavesi managing to win the ball. They'll need to clear it out quickly. Baller with a nice high-hanging kick. But it is out on the full. Another mistake from NASINU on that occasion. Taking the ball outside the 22 before the kick baller. It's not a mistake that NASINU would want so deep into the first half, and of course another attacking opportunity for REWA Kohli just outside the 22.
Iya kan din to ore to na kukuningi to porta na matim NASINU pa na matim ni rewa to kay to malwa na to sa sangat yung matim ni NASINU ka reda ni ranir to hindi tagir to ko merto mengi to nga kina to senrara matim NASINU.
REWA with a set piece play just outside the 22 of NASINU. They'll want to get the ball out quickly, but that's good disruption from NASINU. Ball bounces inside the 22, bit of pressure coming through. Berra with the ball, decides to take it up. That's the only option that he had. Take the tackle, reset, allow NASINU to clear possession. Wasted opportunity from REWA on that occasion, but the REWA defense fighting for possession. They're holding NASINU inside their 22, not allowing them to run the ball clear. NASINU will just want to get the ball out. Baller with possession, deep inside his own half, past his try line. Good clearance from ball on that occasion under pressure. This young first five for NASINU, Kohli.
Kan dia to ko ore to kan lo manipita nang gitu sa uti we kon na to ro ngon yang bakit ni kadiwa sa ore ta sangga inde na gitu wa bimbi na ken na di bagiti ko na polo en lo mendrara.
REWA with the line out just about a meter short of the halfway. They're inside NASINU territory. Good take from NASINU, slaps it down nicely, Wedlock. Looking for runners, good, solid pass, and of course breaks the first, breaks the second and the third. They have possession and of course an opportunity to build momentum. REWA defense needs to get back quickly. REWA defense fighting for the ball. Another penalty to NASINU. NASINU slowly starting to get momentum back from REWA. They have another penalty. Kohli, what do you reckon? Line out or go for goal? They're going back to their traditional. Looks like it. What? Yes, they're not mucking around, Kohli. When you get opportunity to get points, go for it. What say?
Kantina to ko mebaka ke baka to rito malu na ilo ni kito lakati ko mai erua na tutong to atang kita turu na mati tim ni rewa ke baka to na katember to labati tegro satu na mati tutong apatala ki na karu tutong ke baka to na batu na matale saran ni banti tegro to wong aberto indones ko merani na kuta na kerto ka merani tutai ke baka to sa batu marongo saran ni bandi takatok na no to ngito ni sini ko wa mi ni kaniti butaki ni korni mama.
Bowler once again lining it up. This young first five has had a good game, been under a lot of pressure. He's about 35 meters out. Nice high kick. Does it have the direction? Yes.
Sanjina.
NASINU 13-6 REWA lead. Great first half. Kohli bringing into the first half, and of course looking forward to an awesome second half.
Yeah.
What does NASINU need to do? They need to have a quick chat. They need to reset themselves. What say?
Redo to arto sangay pandi tigil to man tim NASINU ni to sambit to na pointi and ken to kay yo wana matim NASINU ke baka arto na gata merto na bonda bor na mati tim ni rewa en rebina ka merto na to ro malo ni lo ni gitu me baka ni kokoti ko na lo ni gitu orto bata to fo che.
Join us for the second half of this do or die match between REWA and NASINU, Vodafone Vanua Championship on MyTV. Welcome back to this Vodafone Vanua Championship match between REWA and NASINU. REWA had a wonderful first half, Kohli.
Kantina to ko me baka talangan na retu na ilo kan gitu bertadi ko non to full back talangan na matim ni rewa non na marro bina to manapol na kena lago to ni muri o ondebe go na dorbongo na teman na indo talangan sama tatago talangan na matim ni non no patalan kina go assistant ko ni rondobi non to coach
So viverata.
Iyo ndo berata.
Iyo, what a small world. NASINU with the kickoff, everything to play for in the second half. Last 40 minutes of rugby for one of these two teams in the Vodafone Vanua Championship. REWA allowing it to bounce, clearing it out. It's still in play. NASINU with the ball, looking for options on both sides. Had a solid team talk, breaks the first, gets taken by the second. They're inside their own half. REWA, they have the NASINU, they have possession. But they'll want to build it up. Hull takes it up. He's had a lot of carries this afternoon, a lot of meters gained. Once again, bit static this ball does for the cutout. There's a bit of an overlap. NASINU have the ball. Oh, unfortunately, better on that occasion. Couldn't keep the pass. Yeah, he'll be frustrated with himself. There was a solid opportunity for NASINU, Kohli.
Kantina to ko abang bota na tikina me porta ko na matanggali ralali saranga kon ren libo puna na nonda lenga sen non tunduka yo wa abang bota ni sanarane na buli tamay na non na mulmulume o ber en lolon polio ke baka ambay tara binaka na pola bay donas ko.
Yeah, he's had a great tournament in the Vodafone Vanua Championship, Berra. He's scored some really great tries and of course been one of the fastest wingers in the comp. That was an early opportunity that he'd miss, and he'll be very angry with himself. As Senivutu gets it back onto the field for NASINU. One of the reserves for NASINU gets back, gets on the park. That'll be number 17, Koroi. Bit of confusion amongst the officials. But NASINU have possession and they're setting for the first scrum of the second half. REWA would want to build on this lead. NASINU would want to not allow REWA to do to them what they did in the first half. Great crowd this afternoon here in Marcelin Grounds, Kohli, for this awesome encounter between two of the big teams, NASINU and REWA.
Iya kan jadi todo kunto na kanan non sa ngole matang may ramay rewa and non ramay matang non ramay cetak toko nito non ramay timbi pombimbi inelalo ni gitu minagay matalkin na odebi ron ruango inalako dagi kinakota final.
Fans with the REWA flag, hoping that their team makes it through to the quarterfinals next week against Overlau. NASINU with the ball. Rewa would want to settle in quickly. Opportunity for NASINU to push. Big push coming from NASINU. And yes, the penalty. Rewa were unable to get the ball out quickly on that occasion, Kohli, and the NASINU scrum really showed what they've been showing in the first rounds.
Abang bautaan ng unang gol to sa gairita may to sa vital no en matinibi mamaya na matitimin NASINU to sa rita na mulmulum kinada ba to rita ka ba meron nirtum busuka dagi kinila dinita to makini matimin Rewa.
Rewa would not want that to happen anymore in the second half. They need to get the ball out quickly. These big NASINU forwards have dominated the first 5 rounds of the Vodafone Vanua Championship with their power, pace and speed. And now this is their first attacking opportunity. As we see the number 7 for NASINU coming back on after the yellow card. Bilowalu is back on the field, as well as Rokua for NASINU. NASINU will need these big forwards to help them with this scrum. They're just short of the 22 in their first attacking opportunity of the second half. They haven't scored a try yet, NASINU. This will be a good opportunity for them. Get a set piece play. They'll want to get the ball quickly to Bola. And a set piece. But they have to win the line out first. It's sloppy. It's all over the place. NASINU have secured it. The ref says play on. Bola with the ball to the new man, number 23, Rasalatu. Manages to set the ball back nicely, but that's a good solid win from Rewa, and the ref says play on. There's a bit of space on the open side for Rewa. They decide to get the ball up. It's a high kick. Bouncing there on that occasion. Pressure coming through the Rewa pack. NASINU managed to secure possession. There's space here on the open side, but that looks to be a forward pass, and getting a bit heated. Frustration from NASINU on that occasion, Kohli. They're not happy.
Yeah. Abang bautan ni ertusin ni bitang na binasar jo na matitimin na buku ni non to kota dagat mana polea apa tan kina en vitor lingetaki ni ken kota dagat na polo ken botan ken to tango make en binaka merto na bitang na binakman.
As we see some reserves coming on for Rewa, fresh legs on the field. Naimawi getting replaced, as there's also an injury to a Rewa player. Good opportunity for Rewa to just take a very short break, catch their breath. A lot of pressure coming through NASINU, but unable to cash in. And of course, we're seeing something we haven't seen in the Vodafone Vanua Championship, Kohli. NASINU not being able to take advantage of their opportunities.
Mabukiba ko rito kung maluti ko na oraw na coaches eraw ngarabot ko na team Rongo Rondo bi watalikin na mpi mewa no to coach na mati NASINU ko REWA gito batan to na club NASINU club ruang gitu batang amai yung ko ro sa may coach na ko tundi na team ko red nila lang na gitu sarap tun sin ko sarap ta me new ke manrai na buku ni vekilai ni gitu iti ko be ro matanga ro bilu ta ko na coaches.
As we see the medical staff attending to the injured Rewa player, the Fiji Rugby Union has invested a lot of resources, medical personnel in this championship, ensuring the safety of all the players. Trained professionals are attending to injuries and of course making sure that safety is paramount in these games. As we see the Rewa fans very happy with their team's first half performance, and now NASINU will be setting, Rewa will be setting for the scrum, and of course it's another opportunity for Valangin Bulai to set up another combination. They had a great first half, these two, the number 9 and 10 for Rewa, and it can only build in the second half, Kohli. And of course we're making a quick change. It looks to be, I thought it was a scrum unfortunately, but it's going to be a penalty to NASINU for an infringement. Shoulder charge after the kick was taken by the NASINU fullback. Shoulder charge from Rewa, and it's a penalty to NASINU. This is an opportunity for them to build a solid platform. Baller with a nice kick, gets it in there just short of the 22. That's a good kick from a difficult angle from the young first 5. And now NASINU back with possession and a good solid attacking opportunity to get more points. But of course the Rewa defense has held strong in the first half, Kohli.
Yeah, kanti na todo ko. Ya na line out ko NASINU ke pagkaroon na kata meron na pandi tigir tu. Meron na turo ko malo saranga. Nilolok ni matay mentang meron na win sa round na line up ko. Meron na gaitur wa malo tiga ni. Meron nirtu elka ni kinalain score.
Hulk with possession, taking it up strongly. They've won their line out, driven there by the Salu Salumasi on that occasion. Rewa defense holding. Wanganitai with the ball, and of course a good overland pass, but it does fall out, unfortunately, on that occasion. I think it is, yes, it is a knock-on to Rewa on that occasion, that tap down, and NASINU with another opportunity. But NASINU getting a bit frustrated. Rewa not allowing them to settle into their traditional gameplay, Koli.
Kandi na todo ko. Rede juga na ilolo nang gitur porta cuma na matim ni rewa. Kake del tu beza ka juga na matim ni sin nurtu ngai pakatatan itu mati na matim ni rewa. Ko lebo pun itu kan nurtu bear tu tabaya ka lebo pun itu me ertu singen li ator atu kan kena pun antun mertu atu kena. Matim ni rewa na rebina ka mertu na tatang magina tal mai kiri. Ke ba urtu na kat mertu na pondita ka tiku. Na point ertu sa membitara tiku. Venezia nang ngonongo.
Big scrum coming up for NASINU. They want to push this one. I've seen them push scrums from the 22 all the way to the try line, and they're trying to do it on this occasion. Controlling the ball nicely at the back. Bumaiwai, but it does collapse, and it is a penalty. It was bound to give, and of course the scrum starting to dominate for NASINU, Koli.
Iya kan dia todo ko me pakausa portati ko naila ko ngito ke pakarto na binakata merto na win na matim NASINU ko nang kitong ngarto ta kabitu may se ko membala tan to fo en bugun ni ille bu na ndong kito binakata to kina kapatali kina en kena rautal ngan nirto na kina to lens ko to na bu na merto na retel to na matim rewa merto na sanga merto na bukata na non to na itu butu besorto portati kan na fo ni matim NASINU.
Here we go, NASINU looking for another big push. This is their bread and butter, NASINU. This is what's built a platform for the opportunity to make it through to the quarterfinals. Good, solid scrummaging technique from NASINU. REWA will want to not allow them to settle. They're deep inside the red zone of REWA NASINU, and this is their chance to claw back that 13-6 lead. Number 8 for NASINU, Bumaiwai would want to keep the ball in the scrum as long as possible. Wanganitai sets it in. Bumaiwai is pushing, but a big push coming from REWA. Haven't seen that too often, and now of course the crossfield kick, the number 23 for NASINU. Pressure coming through from NASINU. They're trying to get the ball back, but REWA has possession. Bit of space. Under pressure, REWA, but they still have the ball. NASINU trying to get that ball back, trying to fight. REWA still with possession. They've managed to settle it. They'll want to clear it quickly. High hanging kick, doesn't get a lot of distance. Ball still in the field of play, taken in by the fullback for NASINU. Berra with the ball, gets it over to the number 14 for NASINU. Had a very quiet game, Naungunu. But now, of course, REWA, quick line out, quick clearance. Ball is still alive. There's no one at the back there for NASINU. Berra gets there, but the defense is coming through from REWA. Berra has a bit of time, gets it inside for a better angle on the kick. Charge down from REWA. They have the ball, REWA. It's bouncing all over the place. Crowd screaming for offside. REWA with possession, and I think the ref is going to REWA upset on that occasion. They say that the NASINU defense was offside. Bit of pushing and shoving. Of course, it's always the hookers that start something, Koli.
Iya, totoka arena na iya. Ogla na solid yung bagi na line out.
It's Naimawi from REWA, Bose, the REWA prop, tries to give the ref a bit of advice. Ref says, no, I'm the ref, please, thank you. Line out on the halfway. Game starting to open up a little bit. Baller with the chip, looking for space. Can he get the bounce? Good defense from REWA. Good cleanup on that occasion, but the NASINU defense piles through. REWA have possession. There's a bit of space on the open side for REWA if they decide to take it. It's these little mistakes that add up to something. REWA have to be careful, Koli.
Iya. Ang napresening gitu en naranin ako total tunga may na kono bi matanggali beala lai waya koran libo amo nito kina na kina sulitan na polo kina na matatimbisa ng duwa.
The number 9 for REWA, Valangi, and of course Bulai, the number 10, had a great first half, but they seem to have lost a bit of rhythm in the second half. And of course now NASINU with a chance to take advantage of that. They're just outside the 10-meter line of REWA, NASINU, but the REWA defense has been very good in the first half. And of course they've prevented NASINU on that occasion, and it's a free kick, not settling in quickly. Hulk with possession, looking for an inside runner, gets the ball, but the REWA defense holding on that occasion. Not 10 meters, so it's another 10 meters and still a free kick for NASINU. It's not a penalty, it's a free kick for NASINU. They'll decide to settle it, but that last series, the most notable Koli would have to be the scrum from REWA pushing NASINU back. Set piece play from NASINU. It's a shorthand penalty, so they'll have to take it as a tap. They have men on the open side. Good pass taken up by the hooker, Salu Masi. Sets the ball up once again. Possession still with NASINU. Tries to break the first tackle, the number 13, Lenira. Forwards getting in there. Wanganitai has the ball, the halfback for NASINU. Baller with possession, setting up a pod in the middle of the field, but the REWA defense holding. Baller plays halfback. Clears it out to Wedlock. Wedlock gets the ball back to Salu Nimasi. But that's a good solid tackle from REWA on that occasion. They're trying to push, they're trying to get the ball back, they're fighting. And of course another penalty coming in from the side. Quick tap from NASINU. He's on his own, Tukana, the captain for NASINU. Decides to get up and go again, but the ref says no. Gonna get REWA for another 10 meters. Getting scrappy, Koli, but the REWA defense holding.
Kandi na todo ko. Turo po malutong ko na matatim ni REWA, nilakalo ko ni Kito. Iyo, waktu tuloy na kamay pang na matim na sino, merto utang gati matamata, may pagkanir to ririch ko ng gauna, sipuli mo sa ng gauna, nakaroon ni Mamango.
A lot of pressure on this young first 5 baller. So far scored all the points for NASINU, and this is another opportunity to cut down that lead by another 3 points if he gets it through. Strong breeze coming through. Beautiful Saturday afternoon in Maslin Koli for some wonderful local rugby.
Toka bakautin, nraki na siya kuha.
Bola lining it up. This will be his 3rd penalty in a row if he gets it. His kicking has been really good today for NASINU. Sizing it up. He'll be about maybe 25 meters away from the goal post. REWA fans trying to make it difficult for him to concentrate. Here we go. Gets it over nicely. Got the height, got the distance, and it's through. They've cut down the lead. It's 13-9 now. REWA will really need to stop the momentum of NASINU, as they can sense a shift in the momentum to the side of NASINU, but REWA, their defense has been good here, Koli, in this game.
Iya, kandi na todo ko. Au result nga na kukuha ni tatang mag-member to na matitimin REWA, kapatalan kina, na nonroto sa bulita na nonroto malmul na matimin na sinuto sa to sa malwa, merida na nakayro to binito ko ni Korin Mamango.
Just an issue with the ref. They've got a few substitutions coming in. One for NASINU. On is number 19, Mundu. Fresh legs on the field for NASINU. Much needed in the second half. Mundu has had a good tournament so far. They'll need him in the second half. His experience, his ability to find the open space. He's had a really good tournament. Nice high hanging kick. See if it goes at 10 meters. Getting men under the ball. Oh, good take from the substitute from REWA. REWA back in possession and they're driving forward. The NASINU defense is fractured. They need to get back quickly and reset. Langi with the ball. Gets it to the new man on the field who won that last that kickoff, the number 22 for REWA. Wimbao. And a penalty to NASINU, unfortunately. There's an injury to one of the REWA players. That's number 20, Kotoisuva, who received that, looks to be a late shot. We'll see what the ref says. He did call out the penalty, but he might reverse it based on this, on that foul play from the NASINU player after the whistle had gone. Yes, I think it's going to be a call. Yeah, he's switching the penalty, the referee, for that late shot. Frustration from Wedlock. But yes, you have to play to the rules. After the whistle had gone, a NASINU player had taken out that number 24 REWA. And of course, Kotoisuva was injured, and it's a penalty, or it's going to be a scrum to REWA. So yeah, so there you go. Play to the ball in the ref.
May bukan ni Ruto kailan na nakuko ni Fonsu Ruto na matim ni Sinu, Ruto na matitim ni Rewa. Siya nga, Ruto bandita ka, erawa hindi kito na soto tal nga kina nuto Fonsu na matim ni Rewa. Matitim ni Sinu eh.
NASINU would be frustrated. Discipline very important in the Vodafone Vanua Championship. As Rewa set themselves for a scrum. This is where the Rewa number 9, the Valangi and Bulai have really worked well together. They've had a good combination in the first half. And this is a good attacking scrum. They're about 20 meters out from the NASINU try line. They'll want to get the ball out quickly, and they do. Clears it out nicely. Good solid take. Beats the first. Beats the second. Rewa on attack. Kotoisuva with a strong run, and it looks to be a penalty to NASINU. They decide to take it up quickly, and it's going to be another penalty. Ref will want to keep an eye on this game. Make sure the tempers are kept in check, Kohli.
Ito to kana botulo may takabatun ko na referee
Iyo.
eh nabuko ni kana sa kami ba kusa-kusa kinang gito kana lirirakin na toro pamolo to kamay toro pamolo.
And it looks to be
Lingan na ilum ng tanga.
All right, so it's going to be a yellow card to one of the REWA players. First yellow card for REWA in this match. They'll be down by a man for the next 10 minutes. Discipline very important, Kohli.
Iya kan din natuto ko. Abang bauta ay iragin na sara sulti ko pero ngoni tutongin yellow card. Pembuatan don merton dari don tumulmulum may pagka nagitong ko na deciding game. Matalikin na o di biraw san lodaki.
Ball goes out just outside the 10-meter line of NASINU. Strong breeze coming through. But NASINU have possession and a chance to settle and build some phases inside the REWA half. They haven't been inside REWA's half for the last 5 or 10 minutes. But they do have possession, NASINU. NASINU with a very slender lead, only 4 points. A try would put NASINU back in the lead. They have the scrum. They have the line out. Just near the 10-meter. Not the best of throws, and REWA win possession back. REWA fans very happy with that. They're on the 10-meter. There's space on the open side for REWA. Manages to beat the first tackle. Breaks through. Valangi looking not the best of passes. Ref says no, play on, the ball went back. REWA still with possession. NASINU trying to make it difficult, trying to win the ball back. They're just inside the half of NASINU. REWA have the ball, using their big forwards. NASINU try to get the ball back. NASINU putting pressure, REWA holding. Valangi back with the ball. Looks to the open side, tries to beat the first, he does. Cuts back inside where it's safe, and there's men to support. REWA back with the ball. NASINU defense comes up quickly. But REWA are starting to make inroads inside the NASINU half. They have an overlap. There's an opportunity for REWA on the open side. There's only forwards there. Cuts back, beats one, beats two. Managed to get the pass away. REWA with the ball. They're inside the 22. They have a solid opportunity on the open side. Valangi with the ball. Gets it back. Good rush defense. Wedlock 4. NASINU with that occasion making sure that REWA couldn't get the pass away. Valangi back on the open side. There's a 3-man overlap for REWA if they can get the ball away, but a good tackle from Berra, stopping that in its tracks. But REWA still with possession, flings it onto the open side. There's men in space there, and of course it's going to be a try to REWA. Greatly worked try from Deve of REWA, scoring in the corner, extending their lead. Kohli!
Totoka mga tinailang ko ni gito or to parta chung ko na mata tim ni Rewa reda non to willing kami nakatoka non to Aurita ko mo na ang kasing non to halfback na kauta chigo urto ko na defender ni team Nasinu nando na kona nangona sa nga to songo ni patigil kinto na kona ngai pasuka tala manapolo kin lo manirara raw kin berto merto litambak kin square.
Really well worked try from REWA on that occasion, taking the ball from one side to the other side, Koli, making it difficult for Nasinu's defense. And imagine REWA with one man down have extended their lead over Nasinu, and of course, much to the delight of the crowd here in Marcelin.
Kanti na todo ko pero mandangan andon bito ko ni pambauta endo talangan nakukol ni busol tibur to na tim rewa ena bu ko ni lebu ni ndon bito ko ngertingo sandaro ko tunga na ceta ka juga na tim rewa.
This is a big kick for REWA. It's about 5 meters in from touch. Giving it everything he's got. Gets it across. It's got the height. It's got the distance. And it is through. Ayaw REWA. That's right. This young first five for REWA has had a great game.
Bulay,
yeah, Bulay is going to be one to watch in the next coming rounds if REWA make it through. But it looks to be really good opportunity. They've set themselves a solid platform. And of course, REWA extending their lead over Nasinu, 20 points to 9. Nasinu, this is not the end of the road for them. This is another opportunity. They need to just reset themselves, get the ball back, and get a quick try to be back in this match, Koli.
Kandi na tudok ando na kan matalin ni non robi solito or na ruay half back ni matim nira matalin ken we kon na to first mbulay.
High hanging kick taken by the fullback for Nasinu. Goes for the up and under. Doesn't get a lot of distance but gets good height. Ball bounces everywhere. It's open. REWA. Smart play by the REWA wing on that occasion, Naivalu. And it looks to be a penalty to REWA for a shoulder charge. Frustration from Nasinu on that occasion, Koli.
Iyo. Abang buta minus ko ang gamitan bagi berto na tim ni REWA ko sa sila serto kana press berto na tim Nasinu. Iyo kaya ka erto na rhythm na tim Nasinu. Ena bugunin na luto ko tuloy na kana tukan di kasama. Or ni luto turbo malua na pressure ko me kan sa lito ng ngonong ko na tim ni REWA. Ina ruso nga bulu. Iyo tingo na tim Nasinu.
REWA choosing to go for the penalty, extend their lead. And of course, chew up a bit more time on the clock. Nasinu starting to feel the pressure just a little bit. As Bulay lines it up. Another opportunity for him to extend the lead after a wonderful conversion for that try a few minutes earlier. Taking his time. He's got a good boot on him.
Iyo.
Let's see how he goes. Got the height, got the distance, got the direction, and yes.
Sanjena.
That's right, Koli.
Iyo.
You're seeing it here on my TV. REWA extending the lead, 23 points to 9 over Nasinu. Nasinu really need to reset themselves and regroup, Koli.
Iyo lo rito ko na nunggu urita tumatangan na ilo ko ning kitong ko ndo na kanan luto ta kapatid ko na matitim ni REWA nuto vital no ti ko raw ti ko nirto torwa malo to mai na presa sulit yung Nasinu kara nirto ko ta na polor tulitan bakaron squaya me bukan ni ndo mantang aberto iti tumba.
That was a good win from Hulk on that occasion. You see, as you got the ball through, and Nasinu with the ball, but the REWA defense rushing through. Nasinu have a new halfback on the field, getting fresh legs on. That's number 21, Raululu. He'll want to clear the ball. Mundu has it, of course. He's taking it up strongly. He's had a good tournament. Hulk back with possession. He's had a lot of runs this afternoon. He's a lot of work. Wedlock gets the ball, breaks the first, breaks the second, fighting his way to the 10-meter line of REWA. Nasinu need a quick try, get themselves back into this game. They have possession on the open side. Once again, back to Wedlock. Gets the tackle. 2 men to take him down, but they're deep inside the attacking zone of REWA. Nasinu. They'll want to get it up quickly. Sorry, brother. Yes, that's right. They're trying to reach over. Their meters are probably about a meter out right now. As the Nasinu halfback Raululu has the ball once again. Good defense from REWA on that occasion, holding them back, not allowing them to reset their pods. But Nasinu with possession, fighting every millimeter to try and get that ball over the line. But the REWA defense holding. They still have possession, Nasinu. Big
Yan,
solid
yan
defense coming in from REWA. Pushing NASINU back, but they still have the ball. Going for the open side, set piece play. There's men on the overlap if they can get the ball there. He manages to hold on to the ball. Gets the ball over Berra. Dives over.
Yan, Jena.
And yes, NASINU are on the board. First try of the second half, and they're back in this match. And of course, that try to Berra in the corner. And this will be NASINU's first try, Koli.
Yeah, kan Jena todo ko. Abang botan ni tutok serang bukan sakit itu kon na wale ninggit gitu kon na turun komper hai. Namun lalu menibit na gitu satu memang kau sabar takat juga. Tutok hai, itu na tutok ni ille punindang gitu. Rere bina kasar itu kon ngonong ko. Abang bimbi pala mati tim REWA, mai berutun na mati tim ni REWA. Kapatalan kini berutun na mati tim NASINU.
Let's see him on the screen right now. Your try scorer for NASINU has had a quiet game. This is probably one of the more important tries that he scores in the 5 rounds of the Vodafone Vanua Championship. As NASINU have a quick team talk, and now very important conversion for this young boy. Bola. REWA fans trying to psych him out. He want to get this one, get a good shot on it. Right near the sideline, gets the height, gets the distance, but unfortunately direction is a bit off. Unconverted try, but NASINU on the board, and this will be their first opportunity to reset themselves and get back into this match. Koli.
Iya kan ina todo ko apan na matitim ra don kan kukunita tang magir todo kabati ko ka ndrenrekin na be matitim ni NASINU na todo ang gata gitu may iya tumita makaron na nusko na matitim NASINU yo ina rebna ka meron na pondi tigir total tiko en no to sanga meron na tamba katalin to nusko meron ni na pondi tigir tuting may nilalok ni gitu ko iya na kay mantang sambi to tong korewa san biasa nga orewa na maro to pondi tigir to kan nilalok ni gitu ko.
NASINU with the ball. Goes across the field, doesn't go out. There's an opportunity here for REWA if they get the ball, but he couldn't get the ball back, unfortunately. So it's going to be a knock-on for REWA, and I think NASINU will get the feed as we have the number 3 for REWA, Sukambula coming back on after that yellow card. So REWA back to their full complement, and of course now an opportunity to clear from their danger zone. Koli.
Pero itu na mati tim NASINU tu sini vital no penati ko libo ko itu kan nakin natapaya ayat ko nanon tu tatang kumagi patali kin nakin kuda gimana polo ndere bina kameru to vital no bina pembuta ya na presarangan ni gitu patali kin na kai sarto wili karati ko di samping itu ko ra nangonong ko.
NASINU with another REWA with another substitution. Coming on is 19 Bale. He'll be adding to this REWA pack that has been very impressive this afternoon here at this Vodafone Vanua Championship match. NASINU with the scrum. They want to clear the ball. Traditionally, in the early rounds, NASINU would always try and get a penalty from this type of area, but they want to clear it out quickly. They need to get inside the attacking zone of REWA, build some phases, get another try on the board, and be back in this match. Big push coming from REWA. It's an advantage to NASINU. They have the ball, NASINU. Penalty to NASINU, so they'll want to clear the ball quickly. Opts for the tap. Hulk takes the ball up quickly, but the defense was waiting for him. He did take advantage of it. Not 10 meters, REWA. So REWA marched back another 10 meters, and it's still a penalty. Baller with the ball. He'll want to get a good kick, get it inside the half. Ref just calming everybody down. Temper's getting a bit heated in this pressure cooker game. Good kick from Bola. Ball doesn't go out. But unfortunately, it was a knock-on. Unfortunate that occasion, Kohli. He did have possession, but it was a knock-on, unfortunately.
Knock-on ya?
Oh, but the ref is calling a penalty.
Sanjan.
Tap and go from NASINU. They want to catch him out, napping the space on the open side. NASINU with the ball. He does slip and fall. Hulk, he does have possession though. REWA fighting to get the ball back, but now it's a penalty to REWA, Kohli.
Sanjan na. Kau tartungan nailok-lok ni gitu. Roberta tu nama tadi merua. Ena non robin gati tak tu ko ode menang lago dake. Iyo, aku sana lu sini cingani ko. Sana mai dapat tantungan ke non tongi tu na lu menyambak ko. Na rusang kuku sa cungoro na timiruang ko. Ode menang lago dake.
Ref just explaining. Pressure relieving kick for REWA. Gets it just short of the halfway, REWA. That was a good clearing kick. Relieving the pressure on that occasion. NASINU getting a bit frustrated. They'll need to get the ball back quickly. NASINU line out defensively has been good. They've been able to win a few against the throws with NASINU bring in another reserve. Fresh legs on the field. Number 18, Tico, comes on. Good take from REWA. Set piece play once again. This is where they're dangerous, REWA. Looking for that space, that open man. Ball bounces, but they do have the ball. Good tackle from Berra from NASINU on that occasion. He tries to get the pass away. But it is a penalty to NASINU. They'll want to get the ball deep inside the half of REWA and get a quick try, Kohli.
Rita na botol orto da kaptung gormat tim NASINU to sanga orto boto tolo saranga me bakan itu sa tak cuman orto nguna orto na sanga orto na tambaka ento na sko meron ni na bandi tegir tutok me bakan itu sa wili kutok nangon ngo ni sa bola kan may tapan gitu.
Just short of the 22-meter line, NASINU. REWA's defense has been very impressive this afternoon in this match. They've repelled attack after attack, not allowing NASINU to settle into their traditional gameplay, not allowing NASINU to use their big forwards to drive the ball up and, of course, create space. REWA have come to this game very well prepared this afternoon. They try to disrupt the line out. It is scrappy. REWA clear the ball quickly out. Ref says play on. Oh no, ref blows it up. I think it's going to be a scrum. Yeah, looks to be a scrum and a feed to REWA. This is what's frustrating NASINU, Kohli. REWA is making it very difficult for them to set their plays.
Dokang orto na kang kumero kia ngoni ngor na ilaw ni kitur to sanga jurto orto kila bina na ilaw ni kitur to bertaju man tim NASINU lo manipitan kit sauti yo nakawalang orto ran dita kaptur matim ra orto na sanga merto na bakaralan tiko na orto sa sanga na tim NASINU.
Time is against NASINU. They'll really need to push, try and get a tight head. REWA clear the ball quickly. This guy's got a really good boot. This is number 23 for REWA, Naivalu. Looking for options on both sides, but the defense from REWA does come up. He breaks the first, but that's a horrible pass. NASINU under a lot of pressure now. REWA really pushing through. It's a knock-on advantage to REWA. They have the ball. Something happened in the back play. We'll check it out later. Right now, REWA with the ball just short of the 22. REWA with possession. The NASINU defense hasn't set quickly. Cut out pass. There's a bit of space. Winger for REWA breaks the first tackle and the second. Berra comes across, but he can't stop him. Manages to get him. They're about 5 meters short. REWA with the ball. Taken strongly by the number 8 for REWA on that occasion. Tamata. And I think it's another penalty. Oh, it's a penalty to NASINU. They're tapping and going. Time is not working for them, so they get the big ball across the goalpost. Pressure coming through from REWA, but yes, they're not 10 meters REWA. It's going to be another penalty to NASINU. Clock is ticking. Hulk has the ball. Tap and go. They're really up against it now, NASINU. They're deep inside their own 22. They have the possession. REWA defense holding. One up tackle. Good defense from REWA. Fighting for possession, but NASINU has the ball. Bowler with the cutout pass. There's space on the open side. REWA defense coming across. They need Berra to get into the open space. It's one-on-one. And a good tackle from REWA. The REWA defender coming across Kohli. Good defense.
Totoo ko tiya pambutan ni Rainbow to talambak nga ombera na line out. Usa already linesman ni sa lapit to kana kuila. Pambuta solid yung gonto na line out, wana matitimin ni REWA. Time is running out for NASINU.
REWA have had a really good game this afternoon. They've really stopped NASINU from setting in their pieces, their set piece play, and disrupting the ball for NASINU, Koli.
Kandiyan na todo ko.
Good win, good line out win on that occasion. Clearing the ball down. There's about just under 5 minutes left in the second half. NASINU with the ball. They'll want to get the ball down very quickly. Looks for the pass. Doesn't really work out. And that really sums up NASINU's game this afternoon. Nothing has worked. But now, of course, REWA with the ball. Chasing it through. The defenders are coming through. Fortunately, just goes out on that occasion. Clock is still ticking. That missed pass that we just saw, Koli, really sums up NASINU's game today.
Iya, kandiyan na todo ko. Kaya baka arto ator mo maluan nila kalau kan gitu kalau mati NASINU nan nutu bi pasi tagi maya. Kaya raw sarangan nila tutambak kan do na squad rere na tanggit itu.
NASINU frustrated, not being able to get possession, not being able to get into their rhythm. It's a line out to NASINU. Taken at the back. NASINU with the ball, but they're inside their 22. They're on the wrong side of the park. Time is against them. Wedlock, who's had a great tournament and a great game, takes it up strongly. Bit of a fumble there from NASINU. Pressure coming through from REWA. Ref trying to clear that ruck. Hulk takes it up, but he loses it, unfortunately. It is a penalty to NASINU. REWA defense is a little bit too eager on that occasion.
Ya ore tentu kan ngono ko sa ore referee ni sare tan nakaloko. Butan di risabo bola ko tumbakan ni ato pemain ngona meta bikin nang kitong ko. Toto ko tigo na marro tigo na polo na mati tim REWA. Kaya na to pata tan tigo na ilalo na gito to be parta na mati NASINU.
A lot of pressure coming through from REWA on that occasion. NASINU will need a clean line-out. Their line-outs haven't been good this afternoon, NASINU. Couldn't keep a clean line-out from on that occasion. Ref says play on. Baller with the long pass, looking for open space on the open side. REWA defense gets there. They're trying to get the ball to Berre as much as possible, but the defense has really made sure he doesn't have any space today. It's been very difficult for NASINU to really break the tackles, get through the open space, and make it through to the game line. They're caught behind the game line once again. NASINU. REWA's defense holding. Baller with no option but the low grabber. Here we are once again. Decides to keep it back inside there. Baller back with the ball for NASINU. Chases his own kick, but the REWA defense holding. Good chase from ball on that occasion. Very brave from the first five. NASINU has possession, but it is a scrum to REWA. Just keeping an eye on the ref's time, and that's it. Koli, looks to be one of the biggest upsets since round one. REWA defeating NASINU by 23 points to 14.
Kandiyan na todo ko obobotan ni sa to buli to pinakasaramay na to homework na matitim ni REWA ay nilalaro gito to ngol mekina ka to sa pati tanto kan ni raniro to na may mayuin ni sini ko basta luto kila luto sa pandu ka utin matim NASINU.
That's right. It's been a great game, and of course, REWA came very well prepared, defeating the much fancied NASINU 23-14, marching on to the quarterfinals next week against Overlau, which will be an uphill battle because they are playing one of the premier teams in the competition.
Iya, kandiyan na todo ko kaya kaunting kita ka o ko na best player ni sini ko en na round ni solito ko bembulay en nabugan ni non na lewa mataw en na besu lagi tingana pol. Walang siyang bulay.
Walangi. It's so hard to choose. They really had a really good game. The both of them. I would also throw Davis' name in as well. The fullback. He had a great game. Scored that awesome try to lead to take NASINU through. And of course, that brings a close here from Marceline Grounds. On behalf of the one and only Koli and myself, have yourselves a great weekend, Vanua Levu, and we'll see you next week for the quarterfinals right here. Vodafone Vanua Championship, My TV.